Hi, I'm Maya, and welcome back to my Monday Crochet Podcast. Today, I have an exciting news to share with you, Tribal Abundance Project. It is an invitation to an artist crocheter as yourself to take part of MayaLunaCorazon Tribe and start to make money from selling my patterns in all of your social media. Are you excited? Comment below yes right now if you are. And stay until the end of the video if you want to know how can you make money from selling my pattern. Alright, let's start the Q&A. Ready for a Q&A? I hope so. And I hope you liked the last video as well of a full moon mini crop top that I just posted on Friday. I really love this top. I just have one though, and I wish I have time to make more because it's so comfortable. And today I wear this top. I also have a video tutorial. I put the link somewhere here for you. Just go ahead and make yourself one of these. Also have a written pattern. I will put all the links of the tops that I show in the intro before also for you to see in case you wanted to. Alright, let's start with the Q&A. I write down some questions from you. I have some questions from Facebook group and a few questions from Instagram as well. So let's start with the question from Shelynn about my preference of yarn, cotton, acrylic blends, and why. I think I have mentioned about the material last podcast also, which material I prefer, and I think it's in question of yarn selection. I talked about that already, but I will touch a little bit of this again since perhaps I was not clear on that subject. The preference, let's say, it depends on the project, like I mentioned before also. If you want, I can also put the link for you to go back to see the podcast of last Monday. And my preference is depend on the design that I'm making. Like if I make something that has no adjustment at the back, I prefer to use acrylic blends with cotton because I always love cotton, but somehow cotton does not have the ability of stretch just like how acrylic offers. So I love to use acrylic blends with cotton. And very rarely that I just use 100% acrylic, because the point of is always too stiff for me. Maybe you find some acrylic that is soft, but so far I prefer natural material. But again, if I have to make something that has no adjustment at the back, I will use acrylic blends. And also I was talking about the swimsuit, then my choice of swimsuit also the acrylic blends because it's dry faster and keep its shapes when you go in the water when you swim. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. And how you found a beautiful place for photos. Actually, it's just my surrounding. This is like our home. Our home is close by the river and the forest, and I think nature has its own beauty and everything to offer. Just open to receive it, and then you find the spot or the place to take picture. But I also found that in the city, like when we were in Bangkok. And I also love to take picture with the building and different colors, art on the street. It depends on where you are. I think every place on this earth has something to offer. Just have to open ourselves and see where can I just standing there and the colors that complement what you're wearing. So also with the eye of taking good picture is also the same as choosing the right color to work with your project. I think it's like as an artist or crocheter or painters, we have this our way to find the colors that would match with what we wear and where is good for make our piece stand out. But when I make picture for, let's say if I want to really concentrate on my piece and there's so many color already what I'm wearing, I would prefer to have a clear background on the nature that I can use the option of blurry at the back or not focus at the back but focus as the top you're wearing or the piece that you wanted to show. So these ways make the picture also more vibrant and more stand out. I hope that is the answer to your question. All right. And the next one is from Kandra. If you ever thought about designing a maxi dress, I do actually, but I just don't have time. I wanted to make a dress for myself for the upcoming Goddess Rising retreat in Germany that I will be holding the space for all the goddesses who are coming and join us here in Germany. And it will take place like here on October in the beautiful house. I found a beautiful house to do this work with our sisters. And I thinking out, I would like to design something beautiful for that retreat, like long dress, white color with long sleeve. But my schedule is just already so tight with every week making the video, making the pattern, and don't get me wrong, I'm enjoy every bit of it. Just that I would have to find the right moment to make the maxi dress. It's more like my my vision now that I just received what I wanted to do, because I really love the mini crop top of the full moon mini crop top that I just made last week, and I would like to make a matching skirt. I think that would be nice together to wear that, but I'm not sure if I could wear that in October because it would be very cold here. But of course I would like to also make a boho dress, and I hope I have time to manifest that vision to reality. And if I do, you will be one of the first to know because you are part of our group. Thank you for the question. And you also have another question. What advice would you give to aspiring crochet designers? I think my advice is to just keep creating, because the more you do, the more comfortable you become, the more you getting better every time, and the connection between you and the hook, the connection between you and the yarn will gain even more. It's like, it's not just for me when I doing something, it's not just like I take the hook and it's like, oh, I'm using you, you know, like I'm looking for the side that I want to use. All the hook, all my tools has a very special connection with me. I choose different hook for different project. As you see in my patterns or in my video tutorial, you see that each project I use different hook and different brand, different company. Even though like for example this tulip, I have all the whole set of every sizes, but I use different hook in a certain project, because for me it's not just using the tool, but also start to have a communication and start to have a relationship with the tools you use, because the tools is also our teacher. It teaches us, and when you hold the hook, for me it's like receiving the message. So the more you connect with your tools, with your yarn, the more you get to know the yarn, the feeling of holding the yarn in your hand, and the more idea will come to you. So I would suggest all the designer out there not only concentrate on how to make different things and how many patterns should I produce, or how many pieces should I make fulfill my Etsy shop, but also how deep the connection between me, between you and what you do, and between you and the tools that you use, because everything has its own memory. Like everything is energy. If you talk and you ask me, this is only my point of view. Maybe some of you not agree, but this is how I work. Everything I do, everything I hold in my hand, it has its own memory. It has its own wisdom. It has its own energy, and when you connect in that level, you receive so much, and you become more sensitive to things. You become more alert to the ideas that come your way. So I think it doesn't matter if you are a crochet designer or dancer or singer. Just have to put everything that you are into what you do until the doing is not there anymore. It's become natural flow of life, that the creation that come in you, through you, start to create its own form. And you realize that, wow, when people ask me, how do you make this, how do you make that, how do you come up with the sizes, I don't come up with anything. Everything come up to me. And I am as a medium, I just being here and transcend and sending out to people, and this is how I share my art, and this is also how I do everything in my life. Yeah. Thank you for the question. A very good question. The next one is from Shelynn. How to pick good quality yarn. The good quality yarn is like it's very hard question for me to answer, because I think especially this day, you can't feel the yarn in your hand, right? I mean, if you're like me, I only order yarn from online, and I cannot really touch the yarn in my hand. So first thing is that I have to know what company is produce the yarn, and if it's like a natural yarn, hand dye, then you kind of like, you can actually study a little bit about the background, where the yarn come from, and if this is a company that have a the way how they produce yarn is matched with your how to say it, your standard of choosing yarn. But I think your question is more like the different type of yarn, right? So we'll go back to the same question, is like to choose what will work with the project you do. And also, if you just making dress or something that you don't have to go in the water, and something oversized or something that don't have to go exactly to fit into your shape and your curve and your body, then you don't have to use acrylic. You can use anything. You can use acrylic blends also is good. It's good for that matter. And the quality yarns is depend on what material, what kind of yarn is made of. Like some of the natural fiber, like soy yarn or bamboo. I'm not so familiar with all this, but I know that now many people are using this yarn because it's vegan. And yeah, you don't have to always use cotton. I only have experience with cotton, even though I would like to try soy and another one, bamboo, but just because I have so much cotton yarn at home, and I don't want it to buy more yarn at the moment or get more yarn at the moment, so I use cotton. The quality yarn is also, if now I remember you said that you have a shop nearby your home, so you just have to feel the yarn in your hands. If you have opportunity to touch the yarn, then you would know. When you feel the yarn, then you know if it's soft and what kind of the project you are making. And also, yeah, study a little bit with the company, I would say, because it's so hard for me. There's so many choices out there. I only get the yarn from lovecrochet.com, and I will put the link for you also if you want to have a look what kind of yarns and deal they have. And you can see they have different type of yarn. You can also start to pick the few thing that you want to try. You have to try, like everything you just have to try first, the first time, and then you know if you like it. Some people, they really like burnet. I never tried that. And some people really like sugar and cream. I also never tried that. And some people like lana grossa. I also love lana grossa. And like Rico, and I have another one, I forgot the name. I'll put the link for you then, the yarn that I would suggest you to try. And those yarn are safe to make any of my top or any halter top that I have made in the past. And of course, you can make anything with those yarn as well. I'll put the link for you. And we have just a different preference. Maybe what I feel this is good for me, maybe you don't like it. So my answer is you have to try first a yarn that you wanted to do something with, and then you will see how it works with your project. And also I wanted to say, so far all the yarn are good. I've been in Thailand and I have wearing a top that I made from 100% cotton, like Rico is the name. I have many top made from Rico yarn and also Record yarn, and all the colors still the same even though the sun is so strong. And then also sometimes I wear the top that I actually not supposed to be in water, but I go into the water anyway, and the cotton kind of like sucking and I have to like squeeze the water out. But anyway, I don't mind because I just like to wear my top into the water. And those kind of yarn, they're still high quality. I mean, it's still good quality. It's not the color is not fade away. And yeah, all my top, I still have a top that I made 2 years ago and it's still good until today. So I would suggest to try Rico, and Record is also good, and it's very cheap. It's not that expensive. I think one skein is about €2, €2, something like this. Again, I put the links and you just check it out. And yeah, the next question from Karen. Have you ever designed a crochet bag or purse? I actually have made a crochet bag. This one. See? And I really enjoy making it. This pull like that, and then you can just tie. I use it for put my instrument, like I have a flute, and sometimes I also put yarn, and it's very strong. I think the fisherman used on the boat, and I really love the color, and I was like, oh, I really want to get this yarn, and I just get the yarn and just start to do the bag. I just like, I want to have a shopping bag, start to make it, and I didn't write any pattern or any video. So at the moment I don't have a video or the pattern, but I would find the time. I'm not promised when it's gonna be because we're gonna travel again next Thursday and there's so much to juggle, but I will keep in mind and put in my schedule, I mean in my to-do list, my to-do list that you would like to know how to make the bag. The next question is from Bita. Do you sometimes receive negative comments about you and your crochet work on social media? If so, how do you handle with it? Good question. Of course, we are on social media, we are public here, and there are some people love you and there might be some people who don't like you. And I think it's like life, you know, you cannot just you cannot please everyone, and you should not try to please everyone, because then you're just gonna running around and get tired trying to make everyone happy. So my answer or how I deal with it is just let those who hate me be in their own way, and if their comment is not so harsh, I not really get so like upset with the people who talk bad to me, because I realize that it's never about me. It's all about, you know, like perception of what the people see in other people. And yeah, I think good people or the one who have a good manner will not go out and point the finger to someone who they don't know and being mean. And if I come across those people, I just remind myself that it's not about me. Maybe they have a hard day. Now at the moment, everything seems to be peaceful and no any kind of negative energy floating around. And yeah, let's say in the past 6 months, I don't receive any negative comment. Only someone comment about my armpit hair, and that is a little funny. And now she's not there anymore. And what else? No, I don't have much of this negative, because maybe I don't really pay attention, or I feel like everything is about energy again. If you not put your energy into this kind of thing, it's not really come on your face or take your attention, because you don't care anyway, because you do your thing, you do your work, you know that you make everything from your heart, and who want to receive, they receive, and who don't want, then it's their choice. You cannot do anything about it. I have my tribe, my group of people who love what I do, and it's just a blessing. I never could ever ask for more. I open my heart to receive more of the love, and those who are not really into this or in this kind of love energy or frequency, I just sending them prayer and blessing that one day they would find a way to come to their heart, because when they are in their heart, then the only thing they want to share with people is love, and that's how things create in our life. I cannot go around and trying to, hey, look what, it's like this or like that, because I'm not here to explain myself to anyone. I'm here to be myself, and those who see me as me will come and join my world and our world together, our tribe. Yeah. Thank you for the question. And the next one is from Noodle Cabin from Instagram. How you wash and dry your garments? I wash with hands, I have to say, in Thailand, because I don't dare to send my clothes to the I don't like to put most of my clothes are crochet, and I don't like to put in the machine where I don't have the machine washing bag. And in Thailand, if you put in the machine and like you give it to the laundry shop, and they put your clothes with someone else's clothes, and that happened. My Moana top was destroyed with lots of I don't want to talk about that. So when that happened, I just washed the last journey in Asia, I washed everything with hands, and going well, not only my crochet top, but everything that I have, so I wash with hand. In Germany, we have washing machines, so I just put the crochet top that I can wash in the machine washing bag, and I just use like a 30-degree water, and all is great that way. Just take it out and just dry. So unless if I have something that it says should not wash with the machine, then I wash with hand. Yeah. And come to the last question from Woo and Threads. How long it takes you to make some of these beautiful pieces? And she was comment under the photo of a gypsy kimono. Wow, this piece is so long time already. I think I made this last year in autumn. How long? It's different. When you design the piece, it takes longer time because you make mistake. If you're counting all the hours of mistake, and you have to take the yarn out again, you have to start again, and all this calculate together is many hours. But when you know already how to do it, like when you're done one time, you have the pattern. For me, it's like, it depends. Okay, let's say this gypsy kimono, it would take me about, let's say 8 hours. 8 hours. It would be the right number. 8 hours when I put all the time together. Like maybe I crochet today 3 hours, and the next day maybe another 3 hours, and the next day another 2 hours. So about 8 hours. But when I'm designing it, it takes like days, maybe 3 days, 4 days. So that's why the pattern, when you receive, everything is like calculated for you. The video that you see, you just follow and you just make the top in like 2 or 3 hours. But for me to create the pattern, to film the video, to editing it, and to really make the top, to finish the finishes piece, everything takes so long time. And I tell you what, I work like 16 hours a day. Not lie, really. I just work so much this time, but I enjoy it. And yeah, this time I have time to make a video and a crochet podcast for you. But soon I will be traveling again, and yeah, we'll see how things come. So it depends. Yeah, every piece is not the same. All right, so we finished the questions. then let's come to the project about tribal abundance project. If you have not yet comment below that you're exciting, you can comment now and just say yes. Then I know how many people who are really excited with this project. What about this project? This project is about sharing the abundance, because since my business is growing and I work so much, and I just wanted to also say that I receive so much as well. I have an amazing team of women behind all of my pieces that I create. I have a woman who helped me to test all the pieces in different sizes. And as you know, all my work is not just fit my size. And someone say, oh, you're small, that's why you can wear this kind of top. But it's not true. Even you have a different size like XS, S, M, L, XL. This is my clothes that offer you. And also, most of my clothes is like guide you to make your own size as well. Like I wanted to not just want people to follow me all the time, but to also bring this understanding that you are too a creator. And if you learn from my pattern, from my video, you know that if you just take the measurement and just learn how to measure your body, and you can create the piece just by following my guidance, and not that difficult at all. I'm trying to put the thing that is so easy to follow, use very simple stitch, and you can just create the beautiful pieces. So the idea of this project is that as now I have a woman who helped me to test the design, and I think what can I do in return to my community? So I create this project that all the patterns that I have right now is 27 patterns on Ravelry and on Etsy shop, and I decided to share this with you by giving you a commission. If you are part of our project, you can also have a look at my website. To be part of the project, you have to read everything through and send me the application. And the project is like this. If you have the link for my Ravelry, all of my design, any design that you like, you can just pick one or two to start to promote this design. And you will, when you pass of the tribe, you will receive the unique code, that only this code is for you. And when you share this link in your social media, either Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest, if you create a board just for making this, like this project with me, or wanted to earn some income to maybe buy more yarn or support your crochet career, you can just, dedicate your time 30 minutes a day to just concentrate on sharing my pattern on social media. And when you share the link, you can also tell your customer to use the unique code that you will receive after you got the confirmation from me to be part of the project. And this code, every time, every transaction of the pattern, you will receive $1 American for one purchase sale from your code. And what your buyer will receive is also $1 discount. So this way, you can talk about the pattern more, because everyone wants to receive something. And yeah, just it's so much information. I don't know how to explain everything in just like everything in my head. And also I have a two different level, let's say. One is called MayaLunaCorazon Tribe, and another one is Qualified MayaLunaCorazon Tribe. What does it mean, qualify? It means those who have worked with me and have complete all the agreement and all the standard that I ask my tester to meet with my needs to make this pattern perfect. So you can read everything again on my website. I will also put the link of this project for you. So those who are qualified MayaLunaCorazon Tribe will get every transaction that comes from your unique code. You will get $2 American as a commission, as well as your customer will get $1 less in each purchase. In each purchase, not just like if she buy 10 patterns and $1 less. No. One pattern, $1 less. If she buy 10 patterns, she get $10 less, and you receive $20. For example, if you are the qualified MayaLunaCorazon Tribe, and if you are MayaLunaCorazon Tribe, you will get $10. You have to look everything through and send me the application. Make sure that the application that you send with the correct email address, the PayPal address, that you can receive the money from that account, from that email address. And also send me the link, the clickable link of your social media. There you have the form, the application form that you have to send everything. So I would suggest you to take your time, read everything through, and not be hurried, because if you send something not correct, then it's make the process of your application slow down. I am alone in this company and I have to do everything myself. So just make sure that you take the time to understand this project and read through everything. And another thing I want to say, the qualified MayaLunaCorazon Tribe is only 10 spots, and now we are almost full. And I think if you have never tested my pattern before, I think you just apply as MayaLunaCorazon Tribe. That is easier to be part of the program. Yeah, that's it. Do you like the idea? I feel like this is so amazing because we all can grow together. And I also received many emails from some of you say that a single mother and you didn't make so much money in what you do, or don't even have time to go out to work, and this way I think it would support you also to earn some money, and that you can be able to live from your passion, to have some extra money to help you, and at least to just buy a yarn and to continue your dream. I hope you find this video and this project helpful, and if you do, don't forget to give it a thumb up and subscribe in the button and the subscribe box, and click the little bell next to it so that you get the notification every time I post a new video. You know, when you don't click the bell, what happened? The video will come the next day. So if I make a giveaway, for example, you will miss it because everyone else already answered it and you didn't do it yet. So if you click that bell, you will be one of the first to get this thing in your email. All right, my beautiful friends, I see you next Friday for the new tutorial coming. Mwah. Stay generous and beautiful as you are. See you on Instagram at MayaLunaCorazon and Facebook, Crochet Tribe MayaLunaCorazon. Bye bye.